Hello guys and welcome to the platform once again, and we back with the review of the one of the important games of the season so far for Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2, and if it happens to be your first time of engaging with me on this platform, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Very important, very important. Touch the notification bell. Share the program to as many viewers as possible. Smash the like button if you enjoy the presentation, and then comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. Again, I welcome you back to the platform, and my name is Fauzan, and it's good to be back once again. And the issue prior to the game is the issue of Romelu Lukaku's inclusion and the interview he conducted to Sky Italia, raising so many possibilities. Though I honestly think he didn't say something very bad about the team and Coach Tuchel, but going out with issue as tactical formation of Chelsea isn't a good thing, and that was why the coach had to put him aside. And the coach explained that it was very close to the match. That's why he omitted him from the squad, match day squad. And as a Chelsea member and fan, I support Thomas Tuchel on that. I mean, discipline is more important than 3 points, as I said. And the reason is, if even we had lost the match, we would be proud of the team, because we need to defend the badge. Yeah, the Chelsea badge, we need to defend it. Yeah, it's very important for us than any individual selfishness. And Romelu Lukaku, I think he has to apologize, and as of now, he hasn't apologized. I understand there's going to be a meeting with him and Tuchel and him Lukaku today, and I think by this time, the outcome of the meeting, as at this time of coming to studio, may be available in the public domain, and hopefully we may delve into that here or on my other platforms, TikTok or possibly reflective on Facebook, as I do. And let me come back to the game. Enough of the issue of Lukaku. We still, I personally will still not condemn Romelu Lukaku, though I've seen so many of our fans on our platform condemning Lukaku and wanting him to Chelsea to terminate and sack Lukaku. No, let's understand the context, and if Lukaku does repeat it again in the future, I don't think he has a place to be at Chelsea. But now I think the situation is not that serious, and some players in other clubs have done much worse, and they've left, come back to the squad. But this is Thomas Tuchel, and we understand his philosophy. That is why he's keeping us going where we want to go, as to aspire to be one of the best clubs in Europe, and probably the best game of the season so far. For Chelsea, you can compare it with the game between the best game of the season. You can compare it with the Liverpool-Manchester City game, which also ended 2-2 by the same score line, and so it can be a debate as to which one is the best. But so far, I think this game is the best. Prior to this game, I would maybe select the Liverpool City game, and followed by the Liverpool Chelsea game, the first leg, the one that Rhys James got the red card. Tactically, you saw that tactics was working as Chelsea held on and had 1 point in the game, and that was why I rank it as second. And now this Chelsea-Liverpool second leg at Stamford Bridge has overtaken that, is now at number 1. And so as I said, there were so many positives in the game. Coming back, I'm still on the game. So many positives in the game that needs attention, and then the distraction of Romelu Lukaku. And you saw Mateo Kovacic was excellent in the game. Mateo Kovacic was excellent, and for the first time, I was thinking, wow, it sounded like Chelsea had signed a new midfielder. Mateo Kovacic, as I said, I would prefer him in most of the top games playing with N'Golo Kante in midfield than N'Golo Kante and Jorginho. I don't know, Tuchel, any coach has his special players, and Tuchel sees Jorginho as a special player, no problem. But I think Jorginho is good, but he's slow. Kovacic, you saw him, I was always calling on my respective reviews about Jorginho. He's good, but he's too slow. In the game against Brighton and Hove Albion, he lost a ball to a Brighton player. He was given a pass and it was intercepted by a Brighton player. Instead of Jorginho to run and win the ball, he was jogging, and other players had to come in. He was jogging, and so other players had to come in to rescue him. This is not unlike a midfielder. A midfielder, when you lose a ball, you have to run very hard, like you are running for your life, to win the ball back. That is a hallmark. We saw, I always take you back. Essien, Ballack, Lampard, those guys who, when they lose a ball, they fight and get the ball back. Yeah, they fight and get the ball back. So that is what I expected him to do. But unfortunately, he was jogging on the field. So I didn't expect him to do that. N'Golo Kante, half-fit N'Golo Kante dominated and bossed the midfield of Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool is one of the best teams in Europe. You're talking about Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. They are the 5 teams. Maybe Paris Saint-Germain, if their top players do press better, they will, I think, the 6 teams that I think can fight for the Champions League. And you saw how N'Golo Kante, half-fit N'Golo Kante, bossed Liverpool midfield, a midfield comprising of Henderson, Naby Keita, and Fabinho. Fabinho is an excellent player, though. And Trevoh Chalobah, let's praise and salute this young boy, this young chap. Trevoh Chalobah, after the mistake that led to Mane getting the first goal, was excellent in the game. I don't know, my respect for Trevoh Chalobah increases match after match. And this is an exception. And even I heard the news that he entered this game with injury. Despite the injury, look at how he played. Better than some players who are even fully fit. And the coach had to substitute him because of the injury. He had to be cautious about the hamstring. And hopefully, I think he should be back in a game against City. I think around, I'm not sure of the date, 15th January or so. I'm not too sure about the date later on. Yeah, I will maybe possibly confirm it for you. You know it. I also on the airwaves. Yeah. Yeah, and so Trevoh Chalobah was an excellent and he's there as Pelequeta. Yeah. On the evidence of his performance yesterday, I think he deserves his contract. Yeah, the 2 years that he's asking, he deserves it. I think I agree with the board to give him 1 year, and after with the option of increasing to 1 year. Thiago Silva, by the way, has extended his contract at Chelsea now to 2023, and he will be staying with Chelsea for another year. Quite a good news for us after getting some negative news. Rudiger was at his usual best, as you are aware. Rudiger was at his usual best, even involved in the second goal, cut the supply from Salah, and then to N'Golo Kante. Then N'Golo Kante, which looks like a no-look assist to Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic, by virtue of him missing the first chance in the first 5 minutes or so, he needed to have given us the 1-goal lead, but unfortunately he lost. He came back to atone for a mistake by getting that goal there. Alonso lifted his game in this encounter. I don't know if whether it is January in this case, but I still think Chelsea should get a left wing back cover as well as a midfielder. If we can get Aurelien Tchouameni or get a midfielder and add to Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, and Loftus-Cheek. I think Loftus-Cheek is not an 90-minutes player. That's why I want us to get an extra midfielder. If Billy Gilmore can be recalled, but that the coach has not discussed about that. And also, I find it shameful for Antonio Taylor to review Mateo Kovacic's goal. It's a disrespect to Chelsea. I don't know why they do that to us. And they did. If it were to be Liverpool's goal, they wouldn't have done it. I bet you. Yeah, and Sadio Mane was not given a red card. I don't understand. He should have been given the red card despite 5 seconds into the game. A red card is red card. Fouls happen when this same referee, when it occurred at Anfield, that penalty, that ball that deflected from the legs of Reece James onto his hands. It was an accidental one. It was supposed to be given, but yes, a penalty was given, and furthermore, a double punishment of a red card was meted out to Reece James swiftly after Anthony Taylor went to the VAR screen. He swiftly gave a red card, but yesterday he forgot that he was the same referee that sent out Reece James for something that was thought to be a goal blocking scenario there with Reece James fouling himself there. A penalty should have been enough, and a penalty one, and then the red card is a double punishment for single offense. And Mane was left to go scot-free, maybe probably because he is in a Liverpool shirt. We all love Sadio Mane, as Tuchel said, as my African brother. You know, I love them very much. He and Mendy, Senegal contingent, they're going for the African Cup of Nations. But a red card is red card, irrespective of whoever the player is, whether I love the player, is my favorite or not. Yeah. Quite funny how the VAR operates when it comes to Chelsea matches, and then when it acts differently as compared to in comparison to Liverpool games. I don't know why. I told you that I even highlighted Kovacic, Kante midfield for big games better than Kante, Jorginho in big games. Let me give you the ratings for the match. Mendy 8, Chalobah, still give him 8 despite the error they're leading to a first goal. Silva 8, Rudiger 8, Alonso 7, Aspilicueta 7.5, Kante 9, Kovacic 9.5. My man of the match there. He and Kante, I was finding it difficult to choose the man of the match, but later I had to settle for Kovacic. Mount 7, Pulisic 8, Havertz 7.5. Havertz had to drag Virgil van Dijk away from his lines, and in as many matches as possible, he was able to do that. And some people were criticizing him. If you don't have eyes for seeing good football, you will criticize Havertz. Havertz was doing exactly what the coach asked him to do: drag Virgil van Dijk off from his line for Pulisic and Mason Mount and other players to come in, and Kovacic to come in and create opportunities. And that was what worked perfectly for Chelsea. And before I exit and sign out on this show, please, if it happens to be your first time on this platform, do well to hit the subscribe button. Very important. Touch the notification bell. Smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation. The reason why you need to touch the notification bell is whenever I upload program, you will be alerted in a seconds. And then smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation. Comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. And this is where I will draw the curtains down on today's edition of the big review. We have another big match there. Man City against Chelsea coming up on 15th January. This is one of the biggest matches of the season. You know, Liverpool, Chelsea, and City are trying to set the pace. Though City is far ahead of the others, but still, these three are among the contenders in Europe. And so, those matches involving the three are big matches. Yeah, still up the Chelsea. Blue is the color. Football is the game. Yeah, and discipline is better than 3 points. So I support what Thomas Tuchel did to Lukaku. In Tuchel, we trust Lukaku has to apologize, or he is trying to slim his chances of remaining at Chelsea to comfortably. Now, it's not easy that any club can easily afford him. So he has to quickly make a U-turn and rethink before making a mistake of his life again in football. Cheers, I love you. Bye-bye.